Hello there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your August 2026 general reading. We're going to have a look at some of the energies and see what the cards have to say. And you, my friends, are the star of the show this month. Happy birthday to all Leos out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful solar return. Awesome energy this month for setting intentions and for enjoying a little bit of fire in the sky. We do start out with the Lionsgate portal. This, of course, does happen every single year, and it is when the sun in Leo aligns with Sirius, the star Sirius, which is our spiritual sun, aligns with Sirius, Orion's belt, and the Earth. It's also in line with the pyramids and is linked to ancient Egypt. It's the time of year where the Nile floods and is a time of harvest, abundance, and fertility. This is also a time of a surge of spiritual energy, heightened intuition, deep transformation, and amplification of manifestation energy. So set those intentions, folks. Focus on what you want to attract in your life. Don't pay any mind to the things that you don't want. We don't want to put our energy somewhere that we don't want it. Okay. So wherever you put it, wherever you put your energy, that is what amplifies and that's what you will attract. So some great energy there, not just for manifestation, but also for spiritual growth and connection. Then we step into eclipses. You have on August 12th a solar eclipse in your sign. Now, this is a new moon in your sign, and new moons are great for new beginnings, a fresh start, trying something different, to get out of your comfort zone, which you're also encouraged to do since we've got extra energy coming in with Jupiter in your sign. Good luck, good fortune, good karma, expansion, growth, and an amplification of energies. So really take advantage of this. Okay, there can be portals opening for you all over the place. All right, but all this infusion of fresh energy. A solar eclipse is kind of like a new moon on steroids. Okay, and then also we have a full moon in Pisces, which is a lunar eclipse on August 27, 28, depending on where you are on the planet. And of course, full moons can be the end of a cycle. And eclipses are usually like a longer cycle. There can be some short-term stuff in there, but it's usually a couple years. So this can be like a really big one. But a full moon in Pisces can be very spiritual. We can feel this big shift, but it does bring a huge healing element with things and a big energy of release, of letting go. But whether it's a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, eclipses bring fated changes, portals of opportunity, unexpected endings, unexpected beginnings, and spiritual resets. So all month long, we've got this big, big kind of shifting, kind of sometimes unpredictable energy. Eclipses, sometimes we just never know what's going to happen, but it's just like it's fated, right? So it's meant to happen. The ball is already in motion. You ain't stopping it now. So it can be very interesting. And it can actually even kind of put us back in alignment with where we need to be, right? So anyway, so some big amplification of energy this month. Don't miss out on it, okay? Even if all you do is just do some inner work, do some shadow work, do some reflection, do some meditation. Great time to connect with your higher self and the spiritual realm. So let's see what the cards have to say for you guys. And we've got movement. Oh, very excellent. If you've been feeling like you've been stuck or trapped or that things haven't been progressing for you, hold on to your hat, okay? This can certainly represent moving forward, getting unstuck. So again, if you've been kind of stuck in a rut, this is where you spring free. But some of you could literally be looking at making a move. Now, this, I think it's an ostrich. Is it an ostrich or an emu? Well, I don't know, whichever one, big bird that you don't want to get angry. But, he's packed up his home on his back. So some of you may be looking at a home change, right? Where do you live right now? If you're not feeling safe and comfortable and secure, if it's not the house that you want to live in, you might be considering moving. Some of you might be moving just down the street. You might be moving to a better neighborhood. Some of you might be moving to a completely different city, or maybe even a different country. We do have Jupiter in the mix for you, which does bring you like a big, it's like I'm considering moving to this city, and Jupiter is like, how about to this country instead, right? So you can have some very interesting things going on there. But this can also, again, just be like taking the things that you want to take into the future with you, packing them on your back, and leaving anything else behind, right? So, we're making progress because we are letting certain things go. We also have making a choice. Oh, look at that. You've got portals opening up for you. Which path will you take? Which direction is meant for you? So, some of you may be at a crossroads this month. You may already be there, okay? And now it's like, I just don't know what to do. So, I'm just going to kind of let it ride for the moment. And so, but there's a choice ahead for you. Now, some of you may have a couple of different opportunities that you want to pursue. Perhaps there's a choice facing you with a job or with a relationship or some sort of significant milestone in the path of life. But the choice is yours and yours to make. And what is that going to be? What is right for you? So August, there's been a lot of crazy months this year, to say the least. August feels different. August feels like it's an opportunity to be more connected, especially with ourselves. So we're like a little bit more internal. You can be like an extrovert, Leo. You can be an extrovert, but you can also be working on some inner stuff. And this can be what's going on in August. There is a big shift happening, but kind of in a little bit of a different way. There's portals opening here. There's opportunities opening up here, but there's growth, like in real growth, emotional growth, spiritual growth specifically. And there's some people that are not ready to be part of this transcendence, I guess you can call it. Some people just aren't ready for it, right? If you were to talk to them about it, they'd probably like snicker behind closed doors or maybe just right to your face because they're stuck, right? They are stuck. They're not ready to change. They're not ready to have a transformation. They're not ready to see beyond the end of their own nose. But you are. And so the making a choice energy can be a parting of ways. It can be family members, it can be friends. It can be that I've been working for this company for this long, but I don't know if they're part of my future. Am I parting ways? Am I leaving them behind? So this like crossroads can be multifaceted for you. And if you're not sure or if you're confused, take a little bit of a timeout. It can be a couple hours, maybe 24 hours, it can be a few days, right? And just sit with something. And how do you feel about it, right? Imagine, what if I didn't have this? What would I feel like, right? Is there a way to have both things? Right? You never know. We are in the energy of, this is your time, right? So this is a time for you where you're really looking out into the future, because your birthday, right? And whenever at this time of year, we kind of get a little bit reflective, pensive, and we sometimes are a little bit dreamy, right? Because it's just like kind of like our calendar new year, right? New Year's Eve, right? We tend to get in the same way. We set intentions for our new year, right? But your birthday is the similar kind of energy. It's more personal to you though, right? And we are at the early stages of Uranus in Gemini. Uranus can shake things up. Uranus, if Uranus is in a bad mood, can be a great destroyer, but it can also be a great awakener, and it can shake things up for you in a very positive way. Gemini energy, Gemini is about duality, is the twins. splits things off. We can go in a different direction. And so here's the making a choice. This is something personal to you. This is something important to you, and something that will have a profound effect on your future, right? So choose wisely, but also sit with your choice, right? And, make sure you feel good with your choice, right? Sometimes it's a quick decision, and sometimes it's anguish. And so that requires a little bit more reflection as well, because if it's like an anguish and it's like, well, no matter what I choose, it still doesn't feel right, that's another dilemma entirely. And so maybe not making a choice is a choice. Very interesting kind of crossroads there for you. We have travel. Yay! Let's go. Let's go somewhere. Let's go have some fun. Okay, so some of you are either making travel plans. Someone may surprise you with a trip. Okay, you might be making your own travel plans, and whether you're traveling this month or making the plans for a little bit later, it is filled with fun and joy and excitement, and maybe a little bit of anticipation. Travel can also represent anything where you are packing your bags. It's an event, and we already do have movement up there. All right, so whether this is metaphorical or whether it is actual, pack your bags and let's move forward. Fun, fun. We have playing it safe in the reverse. Now in the upright, she is sitting at her table. She's got everything she wants. She's kind of like, she's got a white picket fence. She's in her safety net, in her safety zone. There's excitement here, though. There's fireworks in the sky. She can't quite see them. She's actually ignoring them there. I'm sure she can hear them. And she's like, no, I'm comfortable here. But you see, there's nothing exciting. Well, when we get the playing it safe card in the reverse, you're getting out of your comfort zone. You're opening the door to that white picket fence, and you're going to go explore. You're going to go see what those fireworks are all about. What's going on here? Can you be my friend? Can I join in? What are we celebrating? Right? And you're going to go out there because there's something exciting beyond that white picket fence. And usually, Leo, you are a little bit of an extrovert, okay? But you have your shadow side too, right? You can be, kind of playing it safe, keeping it behind closed doors, perhaps. So this is a time to break free, right? You can have a breakthrough this month, and it can be super exciting. Remember, our comfort zone isn't always what's best for us. It's what we're used to. And our human minds have a huge, I don't know if we'd call it a gift, but they do. Our human minds have an ability to accept things that become normal, but it doesn't mean they're good. So embrace that which you do not know and get out of that comfort zone. You have the key to unlock that picket fence. And we have milestone event. Okay, so the travel card is an event card. The milestone card is an event card. Okay, some of you are traveling to celebrate a milestone. Okay, so maybe you're traveling for your birthday. Congratulations. Hopefully it's a good trip. Maybe with the playing it safe card in reverse, maybe it's somewhere that you've never been. Woo, that'll be all exciting. It may be something that someone surprises you with. So maybe your friends get together and they're like, okay, we're going to pack our bags and we're going to go, we're going to go on a road trip for a weekend and we're going to go out, have fun and, celebrate your birthday. That will be fun, right? But a milestone can be pretty much anything. It is your birthday, right? So there you go. That's a milestone in and of itself. But celebrate all of your milestones. Okay, you don't have to throw a big party, a big shindig, or anything like that for each one. But give yourself a pat on the back for all of your successes, right? Even all of the things that didn't work out, because that's still a milestone in some way. Okay, celebrate the things that are important to you. Everything is a bit of a milestone in our lives, but I think there's something exciting here that you will celebrate in the month of August. Okay. It may even not be your celebration, your milestone, so you might just get invited somewhere to go and celebrate with someone else. And I'm sorry, I think I just shook the hell out of my camera there while I was shuffling the cards. We've got the Two of Wands. Talk about a crossroads, making a decision. The Two of Wands is just that. All right. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. So something's paying off for you guys here. The King of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Would you look at that? Talk about a sparkly reading here, Leo. So the Two of Wands, okay, there's something you want, something you desire, something that you're passionate about. Okay. Two of Wands, which direction are you going in? What path are you following? What path are you going to take? With the Two of Wands, your obstacles are gone. Okay. Big obstacle removers. So the path forward for you is clear. Anything is possible. Wonderful. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. Your hard work is paying off for you here. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, being very productive. It's a really positive card. But it is also attention to detail, and it's also, acquiring your knowledge and your skills. And so, everything you've worked hard for, the things that you've learned, it's a card of apprenticeship, but we're ready to level up. So for some of you here, this can be a milestone with your education. You're about to graduate. Perhaps you've been taking a little class or something like that on the side just to give yourself some more earning potential. You're probably going to finish that course, probably with honors, I would say, with the Nine of Pentacles showing up there. But that Eight of Pentacles can also be about paying attention to details. So do pay attention to details this month, especially if you're making any travel plans or anything like that. But some of you may pick up a couple of overtime shifts with the Eight of Pentacles just to give yourself some more money. But the Nine of Pentacles here is success. It's independent success. We've tamed our anxieties and our fears, and we've accomplished what we set out to accomplish, but it's personal. The Nine of Pentacles, we're not successful because of anyone else. We're only successful because of us. The work that you have done, the knowledge and skills that you have required, the reputation that you have built, right? The Nine of Pentacles, some of you could have some money coming your way this month, okay? Or you're just feeling this sense of accomplishment and success, okay? Now, I think that there might be some people here that are perhaps retiring. You may have a little bit of financial freedom. That's awesome, okay? But the Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, okay? So treating yourself well, all right? So if you have accomplished something there, you have some success, some milestone, do something nice for yourself. It doesn't need to break the bank, okay? It just needs to be something that makes you feel good and that you deserve, okay? So don't wait for anyone else to do anything for you. Do something for yourself as well. With the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, you got an offer, something coming your way. Again, you might have some money coming your way. You may have a friend or a partner, a family member. Maybe they gift you something, right? The Knight of Pentacles can be a gift. The King of Cups is someone generous and caring, someone mature, maybe someone that actually loves you a great deal can be, or someone that enjoys your company. They're very appreciative of you and they're showing you their appreciation. So whoever that might be, friends, family, romantic interests, spouses, you name it. But I can see here that maybe some of you, you might actually be leveling up in the world, getting a job that pays more money, or maybe getting a job that, is really speaks to your creative side and something that you would really enjoy, right? Kings are successful, kings are leaders, and kings are masters of their craft. Okay, and you're a natural born leader anyway, whether you like it or not. And so the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, right? You could have something that you are pursuing that is very much in line with all of your natural talents. It can be very awesome, very exciting. But you might be the star of the show. So this can be a new job, a promotion, a raise. This can be a completely different career path. For some of you, you might really be moving to a different company or a different city, something like that, but it's in alignment with your heart. It's in alignment with what you dream. It can be really awesome. But the Knight of Pentacles here, again, it can be a gift, an offer, an opportunity. It can be information coming your way. Some of you may want to move, out of your home or into a different job because of your health as well, right? Something, because the Knight of Pentacles is like a one day at a time. We're taking things easy. We're still using our knowledge and our skills, but we're not run off our feet. Okay, especially with the King of Cups there. So, maybe you've been in a career where you've been very stressed out, you've been overworked, and now you're like, okay, I still need a job, but I think I want it at a little bit of a slower pace. And the Knight of Pentacles would be a slower pace, right? And those jobs do exist. If you know of one, you let me know. But they do exist. And especially if you've got some talents and things like that, your reputation is probably pretty decent. Don't be afraid to look for it, right? They do exist. They might be a little bit of a unicorn these days sometimes, but they do exist, right? So look for that job that maybe gives you the pace that you want, the money that you need, and the satisfaction that you desire. Let's grab a couple last cards here for you. We've got clarity, we've got vibration, and we've got belong. Okay, so yeah, some of you are perhaps looking for a little bit more connection, again, with the belonging energy here, with that Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. It can be like you feel like you are where you belong, but I feel like some of you're making some moves to move forward to be where you desire to be because it's where you think that you would fit in best, that you belong. So whatever your sense of belonging is, right? Do you have it now? Are you celebrating that? Or are you moving towards that? Okay. But we also have clarity and vibration. So this is big energy for you guys, right? With all the solar energy this month, you may very much be getting some clarification, some clarity on things in your life. Okay, this can be in your physical world, your emotional world, your spiritual self, whatever it happens to be. But we've got, our energy of vibration. Wherever you are vibing is where you are alive in. Okay, so, remember, your vibration, your energy is what you attract back to you. So make sure that you are putting out the vibes that you want to come back, okay? Because the comeback multiplied, all right? And we don't want to put our focus on the things that we no longer desire, okay? So your vibe, what is it? What are you wanting? What are you attracting back, okay? You are very much in charge of your energy, all right? And if you feel that you're kind of, maybe in the wrong energy, just take a step back and reset, and then go back in the flow. A very powerful month for you. I'll leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. So please do like, share, and subscribe. It does help my video get seen, especially that like button where you can say hi or throw a heart in the comments down below. And I will heart you back, okay? And I will also say hi back. There we go. Anyways, but I thank you guys for watching. Have an absolutely fantastic month ahead, and I will see you guys later. Bye.